Have you ever wanted to be a ballerina? Have you ever wanted to be an opera singer? Have you ever wanted to be a soccer player? Have you ever wanted to be a legendary basketball player? Have you ever wanted to be a mom? Have you ever wanted to be a dad? Have you ever wanted to be any of the things I described earlier, or even other things I haven't spoken about? That's an idea. But the thing I understand is you cannot ever be anything that is of significance without first starting with an idea. And an idea is a thought. It's something you think about, either because it came to you, or you heard someone speak it, or someone spoke it over you. Here's an idea. We have the ability to think, to feel, to do, and to have. My name is Falaki Oluokun, and I coach women to figure out two things: where they are now, where they want to go, and to bridge that gap from where they are today to where they want to be 1 year from now, 9 months from now, 6 months from now, 90 days from now. Used to be that people thought you could do anything for 21 days and it becomes a habit. Nah, it only creates a ritual that if you continue that ritual, it will become a part of you and then become a habit. Here's what I know. Anything that is done repeatedly becomes you. Let me say that again. Anything that's done repeatedly becomes you. As I celebrate today, 18th of November, 2023, I want to remember my mom. My mom was born in 1932, and if she was still alive, today would be her 91st birthday. In honor of my mom, I'm going to be doing a series of 5 things that commemorate my mother and her wisdom, because she was a nurse. She did emergency medicine nursing. She also was a midwife and delivered babies, but she couldn't work in labor and delivery when she and my dad came back from England, because at that time it was thought to be nepotism if husband and wife worked in the same department, even though they had different roles. Don't ask me why, but that was what was happening at the time when my parents left England and came back to Nigeria. So that's just an aside. My mother's name was Alice, spelled A as in apple, L as in love, I as in intelligent, C as in connected, and E as in empowering. That's my mom. So I'm going to be doing the things that coincide with the letters of her first name, Alice. Alice was a remarkable woman, like off the chain, off the chart. I am who I am. Anything that's good is because of my mom. Was she perfect? Of course not. She wasn't perfect. But she was perfectly perfect to be my mother. I know without any doubt that if she wasn't my mother, first of all, I wouldn't be me, because half of me comes from DNA I got from my mom, and the other half came from my dad, or maybe not exactly the same, but I got DNA from my mom and DNA from my dad, and that's why I am who I am. But my mom was such a remarkable woman that she impacted my life and the life of everyone she touched. And because today's her birthday, I should actually write a book about her, but okay, I'm going to have to deal with procrastination, right? So anyway, mom was so remarkable. So today I'm going to start with the first letter of her name, which is A. Mom had an attitude of gratitude. If you wanted to talk about Thanksgiving, my mom, her middle name was Thanksgiving. She always sang this song in Yoruba, which is Afokpe Foluwa. I don't sing real good, but it was such a remarkable song that as a little girl, I knew no matter what, you better be grateful because mama, she didn't play. She embodied Thanksgiving. If you did something for my mom will thank you so much that you'll say, oh, it's enough. But her attitude was that of gratitude. I'm going to take each thing and really go deep into it. But today, I'm just going to talk about all 5. So stay tuned. The second thing about my mom was she was a leader. Oh, my goodness. I remember when my mom worked in a teaching hospital in Nigeria, and they would transfer my mom to the worst place in the system. Guess what my mother would do? As a leader, she would learn about every person in her team, and she would address what was most important to each person. So she created team, and the team made everywhere my mom went a dream place. Even in the worst place, my mom always was leader. My mom was the first woman in her village, in her hometown to go all the way to college level. Matter of fact, I believe, I can't remember, probably 2017 or 2018, they had a day for my mom. Because my mom chose to go to school, lots of girls had opportunity. They would quote, if Alice could go, I can go too. Can you imagine that? And to think that my mom would have been only 91 this year shows how important it is for us to celebrate women who make sure girls are given the opportunity to go to school. The third thing about my mom was connection. My mom got an iPhone. Yes, she did. She knew how to text those grandkids. She knew how to put the emojis on it. And matter of fact, the funny part was when Apple started making the emojis culturally friendly, where if you were African American, you could change the color. If you're Asian, you could change the color, whatever race you were. My mom changed all her emojis to show that she was a black woman. I mean, it was amazing. I don't even do that, but my mom did. And she would connect with her grandkids. She connected with young people so much that at church, there were scores of children that my mom kind of adopted to be their grandma. When my mom died, and she was buried in Nigeria, there were children that came to me. There were teens that came to me. They wanted to go to Nigeria. And I was like, why? And they would say, well, grandma always remembered my birthday. She always gave me a $20 bill for my birthday. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Why would she do that? Because she connected with those children. She saw in them value. And she added value to them by being grandmother for them and to them. Isn't that amazing? My mom also was a woman of integrity. I think I spelled Alice wrong because Alice is A.L.I.C.E. Anyhow, I'm going to take the I now. So my mom was a woman of integrity. If my mom said she was going to do something, consider it done. She always made sure she never thought of herself more than she was. Neither did she think of herself less than she was. Whatever level my mom was, she acknowledged it and she worked to get to the next level. But she never was intimidated. I have a photo of my mom in my living room in Arkansas. And in that room, my mom had a flowing gown. Ask my mom, oh, did you buy it? She says, no, I sold it. I said, say what? My mom knew she didn't have money and her parents struggled and worked hard to get her to school. So she would take some of her money, go to the store and buy fabric, and then cut out the pattern of the dress. And she would stitch it, stitch by stitch, with a needle and thread. Imagine, my mom didn't have access to a sewing machine, and she knew she wanted an outfit, and she'd spend all night, all day, making her outfit, stitch by stitch. She was a woman of integrity because she didn't spend more than she had. She knew what she had, and she made sure what she had worked for her. Let me ask you this. Are you a person of integrity when it comes to your finances? Are you living above your means to catch up with the Joneses? My mom didn't do that. But every time she went somewhere, people wanted her clothing. You know why? Because it was custom made, one of a kind. She made it herself. The last thing about my mom that I want to talk about is my mom was an encourager. Yes. Everywhere she went, she was always encouraging people. She always saw that flicker of light in people. Can I ask you this question? What will people say about you when you're gone? Every one of us has a date with destiny. And that date means one day we're going to exit this planet. In other words, we're going to die. It's not a sobering thought, it's just fact. How you live today will determine how people will remember you when you're gone. Let me say that one more time. How you live today will determine how people see you when you're gone. As today I'm celebrating my mom and all she's done for me, all she's done for my siblings, all she's done for her siblings, all she's done for the nursing. I just want to say, Mama, I love you. I'm doing my best. Every day, I am making sure that I use the principles of gratitude and having an attitude of gratitude, of leadership, of integrity, connecting with my Creator, with my core values, with my community, my calling, and my money. And most of all, I am an encourager. I love you loads, and I don't know whether they celebrate in heaven, but if they do, have a happy, happy birthday, Mama. Love you loads, and I'm over and out. If you like this channel, subscribe. Tell your friends, my name is A.L.I.C.E. See you later. Bye.